Beggars can't be choosers. Now, what I want you to understand is that I didn't say that. The guest did. The guest in this particular case was one of something like 600 people a day who come to the feeding house in downtown Phoenix, one of the homeless. It's a word they use there at this particular feeding house, although it doesn't really make a difference which one it is because the story remains the same. Beggars can't be choosers. It was the guest who said that, not me. This particular day I had been working for an organization in Northeast Scottsdale, and once or twice a month we would take a group of young people from the organization up there, high school kids, and take them down to go work in this food shelter in the middle of July in downtown Phoenix. And I tell you once, and this is totally true, as I drove a van of 9 or 10 of these kids down from Northeast Scottsdale down to the middle of Phoenix, one of the kids says really loud in the back as we got into downtown Phoenix, he said, "I've never seen this, only on television." Now initially I thought he was being a smartass, but no, he wasn't. He was serious. He had never seen anything like this. He had never seen poverty like what you can find right here in downtown Phoenix. Beggars can't be choosers. And so on this particular day, it was a little slow in July. They didn't know why, but instead of 600 people, there were only 350 coming through the line. And so I guess it was slower. Beggars can't be choosers. And as we sat in the line, and what happens in this particular place is they line up outside easily an hour beforehand. They line up outside easily an hour beforehand. And when it comes time, they come through the line, and each one of the plates is numbered so they know how many meals they give away. And so they came through the line and what have you, and they get a little bit of everything. On this particular day, we always went on Tuesday, so it was some type of a spaghetti type thing with zucchini and spaghetti type stuff in it, nothing resembling meat. It was just this combination of stuff, huge containers of it. And that was first, that was my job at the front, is to give that away. And I was always told, don't give away too much in case we run out. But every time somebody came through the line, he said, "Hey partner, how about a little bit more?" It's a hard thing to do. Beggars can't be choosers though. Remember, the guest said it, not me. And as they went through the line, the next step is they got bread. Not day-old bread, not 2-day-old bread, week-old bread. Bread that had been donated from somewhere. Remember, the middle of July. And finally, on the end, what they got was dessert. And dessert was usually some type of week-old, 2-week-old, whatever it happened to be, pastries, whether they were muffins or cakes or whatever it happened to be. That was what the dessert was. And they always took those things and cut them in half. That was one of the prep things that we did in July. Now I know you're thinking, wait a minute, why are you telling us a story about the homeless right in the middle of July? I mean, don't we think about that in November and December? Now the homeless are still there. They're always there. Beggars can't be choosers. We don't see it sometimes. And trust me, if you want to go work in any one of the food kitchens in Phoenix right now, they'll take you. Because in November and December, they have all the people they want. See, corporations get all their company people together, and their company people go down in matching t-shirts. And they give away time. See how we support our community. And if you want to worry about the big days like Thanksgiving or Christmas or Easter, there'll be plenty of people there too, because it's usually the celebrities that come for the photo opportunity. The 7'2" basketball player giving food away to the homeless. They're there in December and November when it's cool. But we were here in July, and it was a little slower day. Beggars can't be choosers. And as I watched one particular guy come through the line, he got his slop from me, the food that we gave out. He got that from me. He got his week-old bread, and then he got to the end, and the young woman who was working next to me, the little high school girl, she reached in and she took out a blueberry muffin, only half. Remember, beggars can't be choosers. And it was old on top of that, but it was still edible. Remember that next time you're mad at the barista for taking too long to get you your scone. And she took that blueberry muffin and she put it on his plate. And he turned, looked at her and said, "Do you have any chocolate? I don't really like blueberry." And it was slow, like I said, only 350 dinners that day. And so the girl begins to look through to see if there's any chocolate muffins. I mean, really, she stopped to look in this monstrosity of a container. Were there any chocolate muffins? And she's looking and looking, and the guy goes, "That's okay. Beggars can't be choosers. I don't want it. Just give me the blueberry." She kind of looked, and he kind of looked, and there was that moment. Beggars can't be choosers. And he took his plate, and he went and he sat down. The interesting thing about taking people from Northeast Scottsdale, or frankly anywhere in the valley, to go downtown is that the profound impact is on the people who are doing the serving, not so much the people who are being served. Beggars can't be choosers. I heard that in the youth group for weeks, for months. Beggars can't be choosers. The whole thing about for young people, it had not been a long time since anyone had chosen what they were going to get out of their refrigerator, soda or milk, hot or cold, chocolate or blueberry. Beggars can't be choosers. And so I say to you, the next time you have that place in your mind to say, what can I do to serve the world? Think about the soup kitchens in downtown Phoenix in the middle of July when they don't have enough people to come work. Think about working there. It's a great place to be. We can't make you do it. No one can make you do it. After all, beggars can't be choosers.